Hi, this is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from the Catch Restaurant in Key Largo. I'm here with Luke Glenn. Say hi, Luke.
Hi.
Bill Wissinger.
Hi, how you doing? I'm not Luke. You're looking at me going, I'm here with Luke.
No, I'm not waiting for him. He's ready to talk. I'm just looking at you to make sure he's ready to go at any time.
No, I said
And
hi.
I'm here with Hanny. That's Luke's.
What's up?
Luke's
This is my
niece.
I'm a
niece.
niece.
There you go.
So much like Luke, but so unlike Luke. I have
The
to
resemblance is insane.
I don't go.
Man,
Resemblance, appearances are skin deep and
She's
all
gonna
that
have-
stuff.
she's gonna have
But
to get on and get
when
the
you
beard
came in,
going.
who did I say? You're Luke's niece.
Yeah, you immediately.
Yeah,
it was
immediately.
immediate.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
they
you
didn't.
must
They
be.
didn't describe you. They
No?
did not describe you. I had no idea.
No.
I had no
You
idea.
Can't. I'm indescribable.
No, I had no. I had no
Glens
description.
have these-
All they said is that you were a prodigy.
Damn straight.
Yeah, prodigy. That you had your bachelor's by the time you were 18 and all that.
Yep, sure. That's not accurate even
Okay.
remotely.
Oh, that's Kim.
AA.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, that's
Got her
associates.
Alcoholics
That's good.
Anonymous degree.
That's good.
But she still went to
Yeah.
college and stuff.
Yep.
I went to college and stuff. Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, we this is the second part of a hurricane show. This is the year anniversary of Irma.
Right.
And yesterday we spoke about the lead up to it, the evacuation, my time out of the area. Bill stayed in town. You evacuated, right?
At
Where'd
the
you go?
last
Where'd you end up
fucking
going?
minute, Winter Springs to our friend Pam's house. Because when you have three
Yeah.
cats and a dog, you
Yeah.
have to have a special friend.
Yeah, we just had one dog.
We were actually talking about your hurricane shutters too.
Yeah. Yeah, that you were on
and
Friday.
then Bill came over and saved my ass.
Yeah, because we did that. We said that.
I mean, he really
No
did.
need to
Bill totally
rehash it.
saved my ass,
Okay.
Because I
We
couldn't
just
have
want-
put up all that shit,
Yeah.
man. But
I
because of
see we're
Bill,
not
I
gonna be able
actually
to
went
talk
out and
about
bought
this.
my own
I
cordless
know,
drill,
he's got a
man,
drill now.
with
That's
two
scary.
batteries, man. So I
Okay.
got one that's.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm not good at it. See, her
Okay.
dad, my brother,
Damn straight.
he's
Okay.
he's
Luke.
fucking excellent at
Yeah.
put
tools
up all the
and
shows
shit.
in our neighborhood.
Let's finish the storm recap.
Oh,
And then
Okay.
we're going to go in because we're going to talk about you.
well, that's
We're going
not
to
a
talk
big
about you,
deal,
Luke.
but-
I'm leading the.
Yes.
I'm hurting this cat right now. Okay. So when did you? They reopened the keys. So we were at the hurricane. Monday, the next day, everyone's worried about their properties. You're driving
Yeah,
around,
I'm driving
checking
around, checking out everybody's house.
Yeah, you checked my house. You checked Luke's.
Yeah, Bill called
What a
me
guy.
up
What a
and-
guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. He was. He showed us. He sent
Dude, it's
pictures. He sent pictures. He did a live stream. I think
Yeah,
on Facebook.
I sent you a video of your house.
Video of my house,
Yeah,
yours, and then everyone was guessing how they come back. Right? It was Monday. We were trying.
Well, see, here's the way it worked. Kimberly made me go on the FKEC website until it said we had power in our area. She wasn't budging.
okay. Well, we didn't have power, but my brother-in-law had power in Tavernier. We found out early. We found out. I think Monday.
Pull that string for Kimberly. Other way.
Oh, man,
Wrong
don't pull
way, okay.
Kimberly straight. Oh,
Okay,
wow,
geez.
what a
There you
mess.
go.
So it was
You
late
pulled her
Monday
straight.
night. Let's focus. Late
Focus.
Monday. Focus, Luke.
I can't.
Focus.
It's difficult.
I know. Focus, Luke. The late Monday night, we got word that they were opening the keys from mile marker 76 north,
78, something
78
like
north. And so we decided in Lakeland to head north, and we got back here in, I think, around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There was National Guard up at the top, and we got back in. You got back in when? On a Thursday? Friday? A couple days later.
Yeah,
we
he
got a
came
blank
back a couple
stare coming
days
in
later.
No,
here.
you came and saw us though.
No, I went
remember
over
that.
to Tight Assville and saw the family
Saw
and
the
stuff.
fam.
Okay, when
Came
did
in
you
with
get
their
back?
U-Haul.
And, yeah, we had the big U-Haul because I had 3 cats and a dog.
that. Yeah, he was going to take my
And
van,
my mom,
but it
bless
wasn't
her
going to
heart.
work.
Okay, you remember how we said we're just going to gloss over this so we can get to it real quick? That just never happens. So, okay, we got back to the keys. Then we can go back to talk
Eventually.
about Mom.
That's
Let's go
okay.
down because we're going to
Eventually
talk
he got
about you.
back.
This is going to be about you, Luke. Trust me. This is going to be about you. So we've finished the hurricane stories first.
Sorry.
Okay, we get back the keys for months. So we got the devastation. There's all the leaves are gone.
Yeah, all the
The
leaves are gone.
treetops
Treetops are gone.
shorn.
Man, so
There's
I had
no
a tree
gas.
down in my yard.
Well, okay, we're
And
talking
Bill
about
was the first one to show up with a chainsaw.
Cody was there. Cody was there.
Cody, yeah.
Me and Cody came over and started
Okay,
cutting the
that's
shit
good.
out.
He and
I
Cody.
mean, I could talk about individual things. I went to my house. There was no water. There was no power. There were 3 days. That just eats up a lot of time. We're talking about the Keys right now. We're going to help out the Florence people. Okay?
Well, you want the overview?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
the
overview.
It was
We went-
fucked up, man.
It was
Dude,
fucked
no-
up for
no fuel.
months. There were debris piles.
The one
along
of
the
the
road.
Rouse was probably 50 foot tall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
50 feet tall.
That's a three-story building, and the pile was taller than three-story
Yeah,
building.
easy.
Yeah.
And
it
it was so dense that they had.
They
you
had
know
a-
how you have a stockpile and you have the.
Yeah, there were acres and acres of debris piles. There were multiple debris
equipment
piles every
crawls on
10
top.
miles. And there were still debris piles for 6 months. And then
and the
down in
tippers ran 24 hours.
Deer Key.
man, a
How about
day.
Deer Key and Cudjoe? They still have
Yeah,
shit down there,
they-
right?
I think they still got stuff down a big pile.
And they're
Yeah,
starting
man.
to, and they're starting to. It's a year later. They're beginning the canal cleanup.
They
Dude,
still have
there's
over
still-
100 canals to clean.
There's
man.
still one. There's still a Ted shed floating up and down the canal by my buddy Josh's house.
I
down a big
know. I
pine.
mean, just saying, they just started the canal cleanup a year later.
And I wish they would pluck that dead guy out, man. I mean, he's half het now, man.
What?
He's all the way dead by now.
Oh, there's
man.
probably tons of dead body in there. They're going to find it. They're going to be pulling the boats out, and there's another dead body. So there'll be 20 more. So
Now the crabs have got
and
him
there
by
was
now.
curfews. How long did curfews last? 3-4 days?
Oh no,
No,
3
no,
weeks,
weeks, man.
3 weeks?
Yeah, because Luke and I were bitching when he first got down here. We're going, oh man, we're not going to work for months, and there's only like 10 musicians in the Keys over here.
Yeah.
And people started calling all the time. Hey, can you play? Hey, can you play? Can you play? Dude, I worked more in that damn 2
you
weeks.
can only work to what? Like,
It was started out being 10 o'clock, and I remember we were playing at the crib. Was that me and you? No, that was me and somebody else. We were playing at the crib, and they showed up at midnight. Like 8 cop cars outside said, "All you
Okay.
people go home now."
Yeah, yeah. You
well, I
were
was
supposed
here.
to be
We
home an hour
opened.
ago.
We opened the Thursday after they opened on
I was
opened the
at
Keys on
Sharky's
Tuesday.
and they did that.
We opened on the Tuesday. I mean, the Thursday after the Tuesday we opened up.
I was at the
and-
Big Chill and they did that.
Yeah, Kyle was one of the guys that showed up. I'm like, dude, please give me
Okay.
half an hour to break my shit down.
Okay.
He's like, okay.
Let's move on. You know what? Because I see we can't focus, can we?
No.
Both of us?
Yeah, focus.
Why would
No.
we do that?
We're not about music and stuff. It's
have
about
we-
the hurricane.
When have we ever focused?
And the curfew.
It's about the curfews. That's about hurricanes.
Well,
No, it
that's how
isn't.
it affected us as
I
musicians.
didn't know that.
I know, but we're talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
the people.
That's
We're
crazy.
talking about Florence is like how we handled curfews. When they tell you to stay off the goddamn street, you got to be off the street.
I
It was
mean,
9 o'clock.
it started out
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock.
Then it was 11.
No, it started out at 9 down here.
Maybe it was not. Yeah,
I didn't
I
know
know.
that.
I
It
know
was
know
9
y'all had
o'clock.
curfews.
It was 9 o'clock on Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, you wouldn't believe how many
Yeah.
people would drive down from the mainland and start stealing people's shit.
No,
gosh.
nope. That wasn't as much shit as they talked about. There wasn't tons of looting.
There was,
Yeah, okay.
there was
Oh,
more
remember
than
we said that there was not much looting as they thought. It was wasn't tons of looting.
Depends on what you not personal houses and stuff, man. But the marinas got fucking raped.
Yeah, and the shit in the middle of the roads and all that stuff. They found.
No, I'm
some
talking about
kayaks.
boats.
They just took.
I'm talking about boats and shit.
boats. Okay, well, I just heard my buddies on Monroe County. They just sheriff's department. They said there wasn't a lot of looting.
they
So-
were told to make it minimalize it.
Maybe, but you know what?
Minimize it.
We thought for a while we thought that the casualty was much higher, and we knew that's not true
Yeah.
because
Well, it was in Puerto Rico way much higher than
yeah,
what
we're
they
talking about
said.
here in Irma though, right? Not
Ours
Maria.
was there was more dead than what they admitted to
Yeah, probably.
because
but
they were illegal. So
you know,
they
we
don't
we
count
talked about
illegals.
that, but it was not so much on a order of magnitude. It was more of a housekeeping
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Like
it
what?
wasn't.
What's
I
house-
mean,
It
it,
wasn't-
wasn't. It wasn't hundreds.
it
It, was
was-
like 10.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't thousands of people. It was
No,
maybe
not even
10,
close.
15, 20, you know.
At the most.
Well, they're right now. They're counting Irma dead as 44.
Yeah, that's probably about right. You know, they might have been might have been as high as 70.
Oh,
Could have been
originally
as
they
high
said
as 100.
71.
Yeah, then they found a bunch of people that evacuated and just didn't come back.
Yeah, so it's 44.
Yeah, but you
Well,
know,
I mean, I figure, wait, how can they call 71 if they don't find the bodies?
Well, no, because people
You gotta
evacuate.
it takes 7 years to declare someone dead, right?
Yeah, no. This was people that evacuate.
2 years.
This was people that
Tony,
evacuated
Tony,
that they
we got
thought
an
were
extra
going.
mic here, don't we? Right
Yeah,
here.
we got a mic for him.
Damn, if I could only shut the fuck up for 2 years, I could declare myself dead and not have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 years to declare yourself dead.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
we
they-
got
yeah.
the.
They
We got
issued
the
that.
man for that one.
They issued 13 death certificates, storm related. Now they had people that died after the storm due to things, but as far as the
Like
actual
kind of
storm
clearing their properties
itself,
and shit like that?
yes.
Well, I remember one guy, one of the guys that lives down my street had a heart attack. He was out there with a chainsaw,
Right.
70 years old, trying to haul logs, and we're all telling him, "Hey, we're going to get down there." And no, hell
You
no.
said he had a heart attack.
Yeah,
But they also
What happened?
he had a heart attack and died.
Oh, died. Okay,
Yeah,
there's
he's out
that
there with the
death.
damn chainsaw.
Well, they had a person that passed away beforehand trying to prep for the storm, so that doesn't actually, count when you think about it. From the moment the storm hit,
If someone had a heart attack watching the storm, would that count as storm related?
no, I think because it's only the 3 days when they were in whatever category. Because
Yeah.
the fire department, the EMS, whatever, all those people out there were in a certain category where they brought all the volunteers down. So once they lift that, it technically doesn't count. I mean, if someone got hurt during the storm, was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and then dies,
No.
how do you really call that storm related?
Jim Cantori's in front of your torn up house in Islamorada. You're sitting up in Palm Beach. It's Monday morning, and your house is sitting on its side. You're 85 years old. You got your 35-year-old wife, who used to be your secretary, and you watch Jim Cantori point out the property, and you have a heart attack. Is that a storm-related death?
I wouldn't consider it, but like I
No.
said, during the time period, the medical examiner issued 13 death certificates.
Okay.
So if you were sitting in your house and the storm surge sent a bale of marijuana through and it hit you and killed you, would that be a drug-related incident?
I'm sure it
No
would.
drug rate during the storm?
Would it be a
That would have
drug-related
storm.
incident?
That would not have been a drug-related incident. It would have been a storm. It would have been a hurricane-related death during a storm surge.
That makes me wonder, so if like a bale of marijuana got picked up by the storm, thrown through your window, would you be charged for possession of marijuana?
And so
There would be
would
no
you
possession. He would have smoked it all.
Well, see,
how
the
would
thing is-
you have to have it? If it's just a
well, I had
bale.
to make sure it was marijuana.
Yeah, if it was just a bale, he would have smoked it all.
Well, you know how they did some of those house checks. The police came down. If they saw a broken window, they would go inside to make sure there wasn't anybody dead. So if you weren't home and drugs flew into your house, I mean, are
That
they
could
gonna,
look bad, very
That would
bad.
look
Well, if
really
you had a
bad.
broken window and there was debris in your house, you could probably, that would be a perfect defense.
Yeah.
You just say it's sitting
I
there,
don't
there's
know
a
where that
bale
came
of-
from.
Don't know where it came
Storm
from.
related.
No, a dead body. A dead body.
Wow, a dead
My
body,
wife-
a dead body
Wow,
and
how
a kilo
ironic
of
was that?
cocaine.
My
Oh,
wife
shit.
floated
Opportunity.
through my window. My wife floated through the window. I was looking for her, and she disappeared.
So crazy.
That would have been that, or the rifle from the second rifle that fired a shot on the grassy knoll.
Grassy knoll.
There you go.
Or from, that would have been, no, I had
Yep.
nothing to do with it. That was some came in from Cuba. Okay,
Came.
that's pretty much it for the recap. I promised that we were going to do a recap. That's the only reason I want to do it. Now we can, see, now we did the recap. Now we can spend
So
10
now we
minutes
can-
talking about your darling mom, about the
Darling
thing,
mom.
And I told we did.
Yeah.
She is a darling.
Darling mom. Yeah, I
Yeah.
said that.
She is.
You know what? I
She
am
is.
very respectful of family.
95.
I'm very respectful. Okay, I'm very respectful. I'm very respectful about
Probably.
family members and stuff like that, and that's why we wanted to
N-
recap
95.
because we promised we would do that.
If she were here, she would incessantly say that she's 95.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how old are you? Hanny?
90. Oh, me?
Oh, you're 90. You're like fucking
24.
great.
Oh, well preserved 90.
How's
I
that
mean, I am
possible?
Asian, so
that
it's
means
those
that. Wait,
genes.
that means that
Makes me look young as shit.
So
you're
Kimberly
Luke's
was
oldest
right.
brother's daughter.
No,
No,
my
middle.
middle brother's
Little
oldest daughter.
Kim.
Middle
Only
brother's
daughter.
oldest
God.
daughter. Why you gotta make that
Kim
complicated?
is
You're
the
the
queen,
only daughter.
I'm
queen-
the only daughter, yeah.
queen of misinformation. Kim's the queen of misinformation.
Bachelor's at 16,
Holy shit.
what? Just
Yeah,
kidding.
Bachelor 16. So wait, you didn't receive a MacArthur Genius Grant?
I did. I was
you did?
rejected. No, I did not.
I'm gonna get Luke that. I want to nominate. Nah, you're always welcome to join in here. So your uncle, what was your earliest memories of Luke? The listeners know about Luke. They know about his penchant for herbal remedies,
Yep.
self-medication.
I think that might have been rumored sometime in
And
my
then
youth.
he's very angry. He hates Nazis and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he hates Nazis and the Klan.
Good.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
haters.
All right.
So let's hear about it. Your first pick. You said you didn't realize your Uncle Luke drank at family functions.
2 years ago, or 3, or I don't remember when. He's pouring beer out of a cup in the back outside the house at like Christmas or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me get some. And in my head, I'm like, has he been doing this the whole time? Did
Yeah.
I not know?
Yeah.
Has this been going on under my nose? Am I just naive?
Yeah.
So what is
Yes.
the perception you have of your Uncle Luke's a musician down here? What do
Yeah,
you
we
think his
knew that.
lifestyle's like?
This, drinking and playing music,
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Yingling. Yep.
Can I get a Pinot Grigio? Pinot Grigio. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Yeah, drinking
And
and
then what
playing
do you-
music, that's kind of what I expected.
and what else?
Smoking weed, yeah.
Smoking lots of
a
weed,
little-
right?
Smoking a little bit of something, yeah.
Is it like copious amounts of weed?
Copious, probably larger.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay. So Luke was today. Kim cleaned up the house. She
Did
called out
she?
Luke. She
It
called
looks
out Luke.
great. It looks
Luke
great, I gotta
was
say.
giving the house the once over on top of it, and when she's talking to Luke,
For me?
yeah,
What?
that's what I said. I said that was the sweetest thing. I hate to. Normally I'm a dick. Normally I'm a dick.
Are
I make
you?
fun-
I
am.
wasn't getting the dick vibe.
I'm a dick.
I
I'm a
wasn't
dick.
getting that vibe.
I am a dick about it. I'll do any opportunity I get to be. But with
Is that true?
that, I thought when he did that, I know how much he loved his niece. And then when he walked
pretty
in
great.
and you were sitting at the bar drinking water, I offered
was
him a drink and she was
thirsty.
going, no, which is, I'm a compliment. I'm saying like this. Luke kind of popped up off his feet and you could tell he was excited. Yeah, he loves his
It's
niece.
ador-
He does.
I'm
He
touched
does.
right
Yeah.
here in the heart.
Well, that has a lot to do with you
Well,
too.
you know, nobody in our family really
know.
comes and sees
When
me.
I came a couple years ago with like 8 of my friends or whatever, I was like, I gotta see my uncle.
Yeah, no.
We showed up at that restaurant you were playing at.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
no idea.
What
that was
restaurant
you.
was it?
They walked
don't
into
remember.
the pilot house,
Yeah.
and I looked at the guys in the band and said, "That's my niece."
We
man."
walked in, so we walk in, and
Yeah.
I'm telling them about my uncle. He's like, he plays music down here. He's so great. Like, you know, we'll definitely go see him this one night, but I don't know when before then because there's like 8 of us.
You were
like,
acting-
we're just whatever.
yeah.
We walk in, we're like, this is a cool restaurant. Let's have dinner. And I walk in, and I'm like, that guy that's kind of what my uncle looks like. It's kind of like that. And we go and sit
And
down
it's
and
your
eat.
uncle.
And we come back out, I'm like, holy shit, that's Uncle Luke. That is him.
That's
gotta-
pretty cool. I mean, if you
You
had
gotta
a guy
understand-
like a regular musician, that would be such a downer because one of the guys, some of the guys that come in that look kind of like me, I'm like, man, that would suck. They
Well,
come in and stuff. You
see-
see Luke, you go,
Let's get that.
oh,
So I was like,
fuck,
that's
this
him.
is the rest of the people. Like, that's your uncle. Like, we're gonna get high.
You got to. Well, you understand.
When you see you, that would be the first thing. He's got weed because
We-
you have a weed hat.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we saw the weed hat.
Well,
Nice
her
hat.
friends at the time were not into that thing specifically. They were.
Oh, that's
uh,
all right.
we
There's
were
not wrong with
still
that.
in the
You don't
college
have to
thing,
be, and we're not
man,
trying to
Yeah,
promote
that's
it.
But
cool.
anyway,
Whatever.
How about now?
we hadn't seen each other.
No?
in a
Okay.
time.
Go ahead.
Just
you know-
beer. Just beer.
That's
Some good
you're
damn
smart.
beer.
That is smart.
I can only spend money on one thing.
Everything
I
on
only got
moderate.
one.
Everything
Oh,
in moderation.
shit, man.
Everything in
At
moderation.
least it
Hanny.
wasn't
That's right,
alcohol
that's
abuse.
right.
No, I knew that, and I guess I get when they're a family member and stuff like that. Even if there was a stranger come up, I'm not going to talk to a stranger and a female
Really,
come
man?
on the show
That
and,
should
and
be at
disrespect
74.
her or do anything like
That's
that.
where you usually
We're
have
not.
it.
We're kind of creepy on our own sometime, but we try to do it between ourselves, right?
It's okay.
What?
Our
Be
creepiness.
creepy.
Some of the creepy things we say.
I'm not.
You know when we talk about, I don't want to say it. It's on the air, so it's
We're on
recorded, so
air.
it's not worth it.
Oh,
You know how
I'm
some-
not creepy, man. I'm just perverted, man. There's a
Well,
big
that's
difference
different.
between
That's true.
perverted
That
and
is different.
creepy, man.
Okay.
I would say that's different.
I mean, you're tall and,
Mine's
and
creepy.
hairless, so you're creepy, man.
I'm
You
not
know.
hairless. Wait a second. I am not
Whoa.
hairless.
I mean,
Whoa.
you don't have a fucking beard or a mustache.
oh, he
That's
just
what I
threw
mean by
immense
hairless.
shade your way.
No.
And
he
look
didn't.
how
he's-
short his
he-
hair
no,
is, man. He looks like a fucking cop, man, almost, man.
Ooh,
If you gave him aviator glasses, but now
Yeah.
cops are trying to be cool.
But you know I don't
wear
behave
cool
like
glasses.
one. I don't behave like one.
No, not all the
my
time.
behaviors aren't.
He's just a dick, yeah.
I'm a dick. I am a dick. Well, I got to corral these things. Someone has to do that.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
have some
It has to be
consistency.
someo's role. You
Yeah.
wear it so well.
Well,
from
as a
what I've
bartender,
gathered.
you got to keep things under control sometimes
That's
and
it.
things like that.
Why?
Well, because you got people around you that maybe some people are dining and someone wants to be very boisterous and talk to them, and you got to be kind and say, hey, listen, maybe they don't want to talk to you while they're eating and stuff like that, and you see they're kind of uncomfortable. You're not that kind of guy to do that, but some other people may be. And then some people may think, hey, you're trying to, isn't it a bar? Someone told me this on Sunday night. They're getting a little loud, and the guy was cursing a little and stuff like that, and people are trying to eat here. Not that the cursing was a problem, but he was doing it loud enough that the people in the other room could hear him.
Maybe aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive.
Getting
And I said,
there.
listen, you know,
I'm
You
not.
got that eye.
isn't this a bar? And I said, you know, even in a regular bar, if you try to do just a bar, a nice bar,
Well, when you
that
drink,
wouldn't fly.
you get
You'd
loud,
be out of there.
man.
At this one, you could get away with it. Just don't yell it.
Yeah.
You can get away with the conversation. We just don't yell. We do our conversation here. We talked about butt plugs, and we'll talk that, or butt plugs, or dildos, or anything like that. No problem.
We're doing a future show at our local.
well, we're going to talk about that. I'll say that, but we're still talking about you, Luke.
Talking about
We're
you.
going to do you.
You
We
like
don't want
that?
to distract from your the
like
thing.
that?
Thing. So, among your family, does Luke have a reputation? Is there any other cousins that you're close to? Are you?
Well, no,
Not
she-
the same reputation, no.
She
No.
has, okay, so her immediate cousins, her first cousins would be like my niece April,
Oh,
Yep.
thank you.
and
True.
My nephew
Which confused
Link,
me
and my
as a
nephew.
child.
How old are they?
April's like 40 something.
April's 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Are they related?
So she's 44. Ah, you old bitch. Ah.
I'm going to tell her, listen to this.
Wait, she's older than you?
No, she's 10
No.
years younger than me
Why are you calling her an old bitch?
because she's 44.
Because she's your niece?
But we're
No,
we're
she's
both
old.
cousins. Same.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she
Level.
was more like a baby sister to me.
Yeah.
And so I tormented her to death as a little kid, man. And we were close.
Do you ever have a crush on any of your cousins?
My cousin Gina.
Yeah, when she was hot?
Yeah, she is real pretty, man.
I had one, Mary Kate. Mary Kate, that was about 15 to 17 years older than me. She had a stroke like about 10 years ago, man. It's kind of a bummer
Now
now.
my cousin Gina is real close to my age, and when we were
Wait, close your age?
yeah, we're only
Okay.
I'm a few years older than her, but we only got to see each other a couple times. And it's right at that fucking puberty age, man. You know,
Anything? Wait.
I followed
Hold
her
on a second.
around like a dog in
His
heat,
hormones
man.
are still raging.
Is there anything you want to tell us?
No, his hormones.
No,
pretty
nothing
much
ever
stopped
happened.
already.
You ever got-
anything.
We're at
But
the point now where
but I
it's
can
like,
understand why a cousin would fuck another cousin that's that hot, you know?
No, did we have this discussion here?
Because we never saw each
Did
other.
you know about
man.
this,
You know,
the-
we've
the-
seen each
we
other
covered
in
the cousin
more in the
laws?
last 10 years than we did in the first.
I don't know what he's talking
Cousins.
about.
What did we
50
do that
years of our
a week or
life,
two
man.
ago?
What's that?
About cousins, the
Yeah,
states.
I think we talked about that.
Now, Florida, they can.
I think,
Well, my,
I
Oh,
can't
can
remember.
marry cousins?
My Aunt
Yeah.
I don't
Garnetti.
know.
You gotta
Well,
get
I mean,
permission.
you probably know a little about that.
Aunt Garnetti married Uncle
There-
Kenny.
there-
They were first cousins.
I didn't know
That's why
that.
they never
There's an
had kids.
increased.
Grammy's not going to tell me that.
There's an increased
But
chance.
that's what happened.
Okay.
There's an increased chance of genetic deformity,
Deformity, right.
but not the level you
Second
think so.
cousins,
It's called
it's,
called
you're
a
little
double
safer, but-
a double cousin marriage.
Yeah.
When you go, kind of like I kind of making like a calzone or
How
a
the
stromboli.
fuck do you have a
where you-
super cousin?
Boom, boom.
Second
Well,
cousin.
You
Here.
end up with geniuses, or you end up with people with extra
No,
thumbs.
no. A double
Like
cousin
tiny
marriage
arms
is,
and
is
mutated feet.
It's like
kinda
you're,
shit.
You know,
you're
geniuses.
trading back and
Like
forth.
geniuses.
It
Okay.
goes either
Like
way.
your cousin.
You know,
Let's say
there's
you-
both ends of the bell curve.
Worth
Let's
the
say
risk?
you're you marry your
I
cousin.
don't know.
And then your kids marry a cousin too. So that's a double cousin marriage.
Hell, that's
When
the
your cousin-
whole
you marry a
European.
cousin.
Man, do you not get out at all?
No, well,
Cousin after cousin. No, that's West Virginia.
I mean, we're
man.
all good looking, but I'm
act-
looking
wait,
elsewhere.
Wait,
Thank
wait a second.
you.
There's a whole
No,
bunch of
in West
every
Virginia,
part of
the
the country.
family tree
Every
goes
part of
straight
the
up.
country. I bet there's places, and I'll pick any state. Any state. even Delaware, that's a small state, Rhode Island, there are corners of it where you have very tight communities that are very closed off.
Yeah, all families.
And the families
Well-
and I won't attribute it to any particular ethnic group or religious group, but
No, it's
the-
called
Families are,
Southern.
we
like,
said,
to be
and we
tight.
said one of the birthday parties or Queen Victoria's funeral. At Queen Victoria's funeral,
Everybody was related.
Everybody, the royalty that showed up.
I didn't
the
even
royalty
know
of
we
Europe,
had a Queen
they were
Victoria.
all.
We have a
They
queen.
were no. Britain. I knew you knew that.
You haven't been down to Key West,
They were
have you?
all cousins. They
First
were.
time?
Yeah.
That's good.
They had a group photo, and then they just
Everybody looks the
everybody. No, but everyone said they started noticing. They go, wait a second. Everyone's fucking related. It was like whenever she died, which was right before World War I. I think that happened. They had this picture. Not that I remember that and stuff. I was a history major. That's why
You
I
were
know
born. You were that
I was
old?
born. I'm like a vampire.
Are you dating yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why I look like I'm.
About that.
How old? Who's the oldest person here?
I don't.
Who
you.
is?
I'm gonna go with you.
Me. I am.
You're right.
Nailed it. I knew
No,
that.
he
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah.
He
he's-
is.
The beards don't fool me.
You've been exposed to the beards long enough.
I've been exposed to beards. That's not
No,
a trick.
But I am
trick.
the oldest
So
person. here.
isn't it scary to you that
By 20 years.
you have
Oh, that's older than
fucking
I
West
expected.
Virginia? You have West Virginia genes
I'm not 20 years
in
older.
your system.
I could
man.
be
can't
related to
believe she just
anybody.
bought
Is that what
that.
you mean?
Well, no, it's
Never fucking
actually
know.
if you got West Virginia genes, you're related to a very small pool.
That is not true. That is not true. That is not
Yeah,
true.
my genes
No,
are
I'm going to
ethnic.
defend
I'm from all
West
over the
Virginia
place.
if you're not going to
Well,
defend
see,
it.
what happened was.
No, there's a plenty of genetic diversity.
I'm talking
in-
about Luke's family.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of genetic diversity. Look at
My point
the
was,
little young lady here.
My
no,
mom-
I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
my mom was never supposed to
I'm
hang out with my dad
Obviously,
because
there's no mental defect here.
you know, mom's side of the family, my mom's side, your Grammy's side of the family, they're fucking mostly German and shit.
Yeah, something like that.
And
So I hear.
But my dad's side, we're fucking Welsh, Irish, Scottish, fucking
I didn't know
Norse.
that. Didn't know that. Only heard the
Yeah.
German part.
No, all the hip.
No,
He's
we're
the
the-
typical. He's the typical West Virginia hillbilly. If you go back to his grandparents, they probably spoke English with a Scottish accent
No,
so
well,
bad
I mean,
that you
all
couldn't
need to
understand
do,
them.
Hey, you'd
Yeah,
be surprised. My family, we did my sister and I, we did that background check.
Yeah, those are popular now.
North Africa, I got like 5% North African.
I found
That
out I
doesn't
was
count.
60%
count.
Neanderthal.
North African doesn't count? Oh, come on. Iberian
Okay,
Peninsula,
all right, bring it on.
Spain
Keep
and
going,
that.
keep going.
Eastern Europe, the British
Damn
Isles,
gypsies.
a lot of that. They say British Isles.
Look
If
at
you're
that.
Irish, they're going to say British Isles. That's on the whole section. You know, and stuff like that.
The
So-
Scottish, though, they'll say, hey, man.
But then you
we
look
fought
at it,
for
it
our
only goes
independence."
back.
Scotland has never
It
been
only go back
under
a
the
couple
British
thousand years.
Yeah.
So, if it went back 10,000 years,
No,
Could be more.
Gaelic
no, I'd
does.
be Asian.
There you go. That's what I'm
Because
talking
I'm
about.
part Hungarian.
Okay.
And Hungarians were nomadic horse people from
You said history
Central
major?
Asia.
Is that
yes.
what you said?
Yeah,
And
he's
the
a history
Magyars, the
major.
Magyars
This makes sense
from
now.
Central Asia. So I am part Asian.
Me too, man. That's right.
There we
Asian.
go.
Asian.
Yeah.
Now you see where the
Yeah,
resemblance
see
comes
that?
from.
I see
we're
that.
we're all African,
I'll be African, sure.
right?
Yeah,
no, I
I'm-
think there
I'm-
was
I
a
missed
super
part of that
race
gene.
What?
fucking
we're all African.
advanced
go back
aliens,
a half a million years.
man, and I'm from the advanced aliens.
You're the advanced
man.
aliens?
From
Yeah.
out there,
Advanced?
man.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
Yeah,
if advanced.
man.
That's where all-
that's the unknown
how
gene in the
advanced they
Glen
are.
blood.
that's where all the
that-
musicians
that
come
makes
from.
us
Hey, wait. Is it the
incredible of
advanced
great
aliens, Luke,
genius
that
and
had
also great fuck
Luke,
it upness.
Luke, is it the advanced aliens that used to take their pets, tiny young pets, and put them in their underwear when they're sitting on the toilet?
No,
you remember that
that-
picture you had with your kid?
Well, yeah,
laying in
but
I have a
that's,
video
that was
for
her
you.
choice to join in while I was taking a crap.
Yeah,
That's
there
how
we
much
go.
my cat loves me.
That's
She'll
very-
sit in my underwear
That's
while I'm
very
taking a crap.
advanced.
You never
We-
saw that.
That's
Okay.
love. That's
Yeah.
love
No.
right there.
Yes, that's love. But the choice to post that on the video of that on Facebook.
Yep. Hey, Carrie.
I don't know
how
what
you
you're
doing?
talking about.
Good.
You didn't
Pets
see that?
in underwear? What are you talking about?
You didn't see the
Oh,
cat?
no,
I have
you gotta
no
see.
idea.
There's a
I've got to
picture
show you.
that Luke has. He's wearing green boxer briefs.
No, they were
And his
briefs.
cat's in
Briefs,
his underwear.
He's wearing briefs. Which
I
kinda-
thought he got a cat hammock.
Yeah, he thought it was a cat hammock.
I'm going, dude, look, Luke got
Look
a
at
new
the
cat hammock for the
There's
cats.
a little kitten in there or something. And he's sitting on the toilet.
And then all of a sudden I
Who
see.
took the picture? Kim?
No,
I
he
had
did.
I took it on my iPad.
He took a picture. Oh, God, don't use his iPad.
And then all of a sudden you're
Oh,
going.
you got to go in there prepared.
You gotta
Hey,
be-
man, I always set the iPad down, and then I wash my hands after I wipe my ass before I pick up my iPad. My iPad has no fecal
Hygienic.
matter on
How
the
about if your
man.
kit? You ever hear of cat scratch fever?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when
if you
get-
got
that's-
if a cat was
Come on.
thought you're dragging.
Come on.
I don't want to say
That's
this
when you
right.
get
Say it,
fucking
say it,
Your
I'm
saggy,
herpes
your
from the
saggy
fucking-
balls
All right.
are dangling in your cat's face.
Yep.
And you know cats.
Okay,
love
so I'm
things
sitting on
dangled
the
in front of
toilet,
them.
so if
Wouldn't
I
know
had
what
saggy
that's
balls, would they not be hanging inside the toilet,
Yeah.
protected
Well, pretty
by
close
the
by.
porcelain rim?
You're
Porcelain-
leaning over to plug in your
porcelain
iPad.
protection.
You're leaning over because the cord doesn't reach. So you're.
That's why I always have a
edge
good
of the
charge
seat.
on the motherfucker,
The
man.
cat's inside your underwear that's around your ankles or halfway up your mid-calf. Your balls fall out on the other side of the bowl. It
Hole. He
starts
said
to-
hole.
It said bowl. It starts to bat him around. You decided it'd be nice if you didn't declaw the cat,
Oh,
right?
How long did it take of you to think all this today,
it took
man?
me a split second.
split
go.
second.
It just happened right
It's
now.
still
when you-
happening
when
right
you
now in his
said
head.
you were an advanced alien from an advanced alien race. It made me think of that kitten hammock that you had.
Well, yeah, that's a whole
That's
kitten
not what I
hammock
would
thing,
imagine
man.
at first.
It's about you communing with another. No, but you know,
No,
you are
cats
pretty-
are
I mean,
fucking extraterrestrials, and they do rule the planet.
Cats are complete and utter bastards.
Cats have
Cats,
the whole
yep.
rest of the
Yep.
world trained, man.
Yep. Damn
What?
straight.
I
I'm with
love
you on that one.
I love my
Cats
cats.
got it going on.
But
Cats got it going on.
They do.
they really
they
do.
know how to just.
I love my
Swat your
cats.
balls.
I
Really?
love my cats, but if they weren't so damn cute, I would realize
There's
that they
an
are complete
X
and utter
somewhere on
bastards.
here, man, but I'm blind as a bat and I can't find
Yeah,
it.
you pull
I
up a
don't-
picture. I gotta see.
Oh, you're
this.
trying to big the picture up, Luke. Okay,
Okay.
Luke. Before we show you show your niece a picture of you on the toilet, can
Well,
we
I was
continue?
gonna look
As
for
long as
that,
there's no balls,
man.
I'm not.
Yeah,
God
I mean,
damn it.
it probably turns around. He drops it. He's
There,
holding
there
it.
is no. All you see is my feet and my underwear.
yeah.
That's it.
I got home. My
This'll
mom
be
asked how the
something.
vacation was.
Luke has the iPad. He said the
What
cat's
the
in there.
fuck,
He
man?
fumbles with it. It flips over. He gets a shot of a money shot going.
No,
Let's not show that. Maybe you didn't watch the whole video all the way through, Luke.
God damn it.
Oh, wait.
Maybe I should just find it
now
in my
let's get
I
back
might
to
have
Hanny.
it in
All
my
right,
gallery.
I
all
want
right,
to talk to you, Hanny.
I was
Hanny,
going to show
you're
you
a
the
linguist.
edited version.
Sure. That's my $60,000 hobby. Yep.
Okay.
That's what I like to call it.
I'm not going to quiz you.
Good.
We
good.
got listeners from all over the world. We had
Hello,
Nepal.
listeners.
Yeah. I'm going to give a list of the recent ones that we had at least 4. No, I'm good. 4 listeners in each last podcast, at least. In the beginning, it's like 20 and 30, like Ireland, Germany,
Nice.
United Kingdom,
Hello.
Sweden. Now it starts getting to the more rare ones. Peru,
Peru. Hello, Peru.
China,
Nice.
Italy,
All right.
Mexico.
Hello.
Mexico. Wait, okay. Are any languages you speak right here?
No.
Venezuela? No
Is that
Spanish?
what you're trying to find out? I only speak English,
How about Sweden?
bro.
Oh, do you
That's
study?
all I got.
Oh, linguist, like speech pathology?
Yep. Nope.
Speech
I don't know any of the languages.
Okay.
That's all I got.
You don't. You
You know,
do.
the father of
You do.
linguistics
You-
also only spoke one language.
Oh,
and
no, I
that's my
understand.
card.
I understand. But you don't know. See, I know how to. Ireland to be top of the morning to
You
you.
know, I can say, please stand
German.
clear of the doors in Spanish.
Okay,
Like
say
at
that.
Disney. I think it's, por favor, manténgase alejado las puertas. But I probably totally butchered that.
No,
And that's
well, I
only
didn't
from riding the
understand.
monorail
It
like
was
20
pleased in the
times.
doors. I heard that.
Yep, there's doors
How about
somewhere.
German?
Nope, sprechen Sie Deutsch? I think that's a thing.
Guten night.
Yep.
Guten
Good
Nacht.
Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Good morning.
Yep.
Guten.
All my
Guten
friends in high
Morgen,
school
Guten
took German,
Nacht.
and they loved it.
United
And
Kingdom.
I met a ton of German exchange students in high school.
United
So
Kingdom.
many. Something about
Hello.
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 Hello, how are you?
Cheerio.
Yeah.
That's your underwear,
How about
Luke.
Swedish? Oh, he's showing.
And this is
I'm
He's
looking
showing
at
him-
his underwear
is
right
he
now.
showing his
so
picture? Let me see this.
Take a crap.
That looks like really comfortable underwear, though.
That's why my underwear don't last very long. But
Does that feel uncomfortable?
that's
that
actually
you know,
kind of
like,
adorable.
About 3 inches away is.
no, she's all the way
That's
down
pretty
at the
adorable,
floor.
though. I mean, like, come on, that's
Okay,
pretty
Peru,
cool.
we got-
Tika is very
how about
pretty.
China? Ni hao? Ni hao?
No, definitely not.
I think it's
nothing.
ni
I
hao.
thought ni hao was Japanese.
Well,
God damn
Grammy
it.
told me you was
No, I think it's
learning
ni hao.
languages
Oh, I
and
don't
shit.
know.
So
Ni hao
Grammy,
Kai Lan, that's a TV show.
so
Oh,
Grammy
I could be wrong.
overstated a lot.
Okay,
No, I don't
Italy.
know.
Chow.
I'm Asian, but not that kind of Asian.
Chow is. No, I'm not. I was doing that for linguists, not Asian. I was not.
It's a big continent.
I mean,
it
just
covers
because
a lot of
I
things.
know there's
There's a lot of stuff going on.
It's a big slice of humanity.
Big, huge.
Slice.
A third.
A great.
More than a third of humanity
It's 'cause
come from Asia.
We're great.
Well,
No,
No,
honestly,
you're-
Grammy told me you was learning all these
Hanny.
languages and
Hanny.
that you was going to be a.
Annie, you're American.
A
I'm
diplomat.
sorry to say that.
I'm straight.
You're not.
Hey, I'm dual citizen. I got
You're-
American citizenship and Filipino citizenship.
What's the native
Shit.
tongue of the
It's
Philippines?
Tagalog. I say maganda. Kumusta? You have the same video of him as underwear.
What's this one?
I
What's
think
this?
it's funny that he has a
Describe the
video
video.
of your underwear with your cat.
well, he found the YouTube
Oh.
thing I couldn't find.
Oh, you put it.
That's adorable.
Okay,
That's adorable.
we got all of them.
And you think it's a cat hammock right up until the
Okay,
Right,
could you
his
describe?
feet, and it's
since
like,
we're, since we're in audio format, can we describe what's going on?
Yeah, so we got Luke sitting on the toilet. Apparently, his box, Fruit of the Loom, blue boxer sitting around his ankle. So, it's pure. You can't see anything. And you got this cute cat just sitting
Actually,
in there
they're
like
not
a hammock.
boxers. They're actually
Just chilling there. Tidy.
briefs.
They're briefs. Oh, okay, they're briefs. I don't know. They're blue. They look
No,
very
they're actually they're
comfortable.
bikini.
Okay,
briefs.
that's hot. And you got the cat just chilling in
And
it.
it's hot.
Very adorable.
Well, it's hot down here, man.
That's right. You got to be comfortable.
You said that appropriately. You
I
said
did.
it with that.
I just meant
it
like, oh,
wasn't
yeah,
real
that's nice.
sarcastic, and it wasn't.
Oh my God.
Like, oh,
See,
that's
that's
his
it.
feet. Oh,
Whenever
that's
we
where his
show
balls
pictures,
go,
describe
but that's
what's
where
happening.
his pussy is. I'm just kidding.
What?
What?
What's going on?
Nothing.
You said pussy?
I did, because that's a cat.
The
Yeah,
cat.
the pussy cat was where my balls go.
Yep. That's kind of funny. I was trying to go for a
That's
pun
as
there.
close as that strange pussy ever gets to that balls anymore.
Don't even say that out loud. Kimberly will come over here and start fucking beating on us, man.
She's right there.
She's
Okay.
violent and
But yeah,
stuff.
Tagalog. My mother speaks it fluently. She
Gaelic?
tried to get me to learn it. I did not, which I regret. I
What,
do wish as a
Filipino?
child. It's Tagalog.
My
Tagalog
father,
the
when I was in high school, I was sitting at breakfast, and my father's as much of a bullshitter as I am. I'm eating breakfast. I used to read the morning paper, and I used to do really well in civics and social studies and history. And I knew that the Philippines was a Spanish colony. I
Yep,
didn't know what
yeah.
I didn't know what the native tongue is.
Yeah.
And my dad just goes, he said, Jim, the first out of the blue says the native tongue of the Philippines was Tagalog.
Yep, you
And-
totally. That was nailed it.
Yeah.
Not even close.
And I go like this. So I'm in the class. I go, you're full of shit. He's just giving me fake information. So they ask a guy says bonus question on the test. What's the native tongue? Just raise your hand. You may not be able to stop it. I said Tagalog, and I raised my hand. I'm like this. I figure it's not going to count against me. And I said, he goes, yeah.
Why not?
How the hell did you know that?
Because nobody
It was
knows
right.
the name of
Well,
it.
it was because Marcos. It was something was going on with Fernando.
Imelda or Milkers.
Meldo and that
Sounds
stuff.
familiar.
And
She had the millions
Oh,
of
he was
shoes
he
and
was,
spent all that money, and
he was
everybody
a
was pissed.
dictator of the Philippines. He was
Yeah,
supported.
yeah,
He was
yeah. And
supported by the
they,
U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Uh,
they excommunicated him from
she
the
had
Philippines.
like 8,000. She may have more. 8,000 pairs of shoes. 8,000. You
got-
could not. You could not.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, 30. That'd be like you'd have to change shoes 3 times a day, every day of your life
Which,
for 20 years.
some women, it's very
it is
doable.
steamy over
very
there, so
doable.
you may need to use a lot of different foot powder.
I prefer no shoes, but that's just me.
No shoes.
No shoes.
Shoes suck.
Island
man.
life.
I'm a flip flop guy.
Well, no, here's the
Flip-flop. I
thing.
flip-flops.
Anytime I've ever worn shoes,
you
I
can
was
wear it
doing
around
something
P-Rocks.
that
Can you
sucked.
walk on P-Rock barefoot?
I don't know. What's P-Rock? What did you
That's
just say?
what it's in our parking lot out here.
Oh. Yeah, probably.
Well, that's asphalt in this front door, but out
That
this
gold-
side door
Cover
is
stuff?
that's
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah,
P-Rock.
yeah, yeah.
Man,
She's still- Hey, she's
How's
still
that?
young, man.
How about
When I
you?
was 24, I could walk barefoot across
it
the hot
hurts like
parking
I'll
lot.
walk across coals if you had them. I would
Yeah,
try.
You know, in Tight-Assville, you learn to walk in a hard parking lot, man. And
That's
when
right.
you're going to
We
play
used
on
to
the
have-
beach,
I don't want to wear shoes.
at the beach, man, there's this. It looks like it's white dirt, but if it gets wet, it's black as night mud. And so even though it when it's dry, it looks white. You step in it, the way the sun heats it, it'll burn the fucking shit
Sizzle.
out of you. I mean,
Sizzle.
it's hotter than asphalt.
Really?
Yeah, man, I've watched more than one fucking poor unsuspecting Michigander step in it and go fucking, and they get fucking first-degree burns, man.
It's hot. Someone said the shuttles burn the ozone layer or something like that.
Hot, hot,
I
hot.
read that somewhere. I don't know if that's true. I
No,
have no idea.
I don't believe that, but because the
Hey,
biggest
I'm just saying it's hot.
It's pretty good. That's
hot.
the biggest hole in the ozone is
Okay.
over Alaska right now. as far
I
as
think
know.
I
That's
think
cold.
we're near 50 minutes. 5 minutes to 50.
No, we're 40.
We're at 45.
No, we're at 40.
Oh, okay. 40.
40.
I think he said
4-0.
4-0.
They're into time, man.
That's the
I'm not
clock.
into time.
I'm into shooting
That's
shit.
the clock.
Oh, okay.
We
I'm
got
out of
5
beer
minutes till
again,
45.
man.
Well,
Instead
I
of
just,
beers.
We can
Good-
start
good
talking
luck
about
on
the
that.
Lovers Boutique.
okay, yeah, we could.
Okay. Well, we're not going to go into depth of it. A couple weeks ago, people were sitting around the bar. And
I
someone
remember
mentioned-
you were talking about this. Yeah, yeah.
they
yeah.
mentioned someone said something about the Lovers Boutique, and I think Luke's been
I
in
don't
there
think
several
that's
times.
what they called it. I think they said, you know,
Porn
the,
store.
Porn
No.
store.
Porn store.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to try and remember.
Probably
we're not going to try
accurate.
to sabotage our opportunity to go in there.
Okay.
Well,
the Lovers
that's okay.
Boutique.
That's an introduction to how we're going to tell people that, hey, it's not
is-
just
we're gonna
a
try-
porn
we call
store,
it-
man.
We're not normalizing the perverse.
This
Some
is-
people
this
think
is a
we
place
got
for-
a picture of a blow-up
You got
doll
toys
on
for
our-
twats, man. You got amusement for assholes. You got
There you go.
butt plugs.
you
That's
got
amusement for assholes.
pussy
Dildos.
pumps, dick pumps. You can pump each
pocket-
other
pocket,
up, man.
The pocket.
Oh man, you got the pocket suck and fuck, man.
Oh shit! See, this is it.
Oh, you got the incredible. They sell the incredible self-cleaning auto blow.
There
you
you
plug
go.
it into your lighter, man, and they don't have lighters in cars anymore. So you plug it into your
No, you got a
fucking,
12 volt.
USB.
USB,
USB.
man, and it's USB powered, and it's a self-cleaning auto suck. So when you're stuck
there
in
you go.
traffic, why not bust a nut
Where do you put
with
it?
your
It's an
incredible
a
auto
self-
suck?
Auto suck?
Yeah, self-cleaning auto suck.
How does it self-clean?
I don't want to know.
I don't know. I didn't invent the motherfucker. I just
When
use
you
it.
want to, why would you think? Why would you just accept the claim that it auto cleans?
Because I never had to clean it.
But I mean, if you were to use it, and you use it regularly, so right, and so
Oh.
when you want to know how it cleans itself,
No. No.
You know?
No.
I really,
Really?
have no idea.
No.
Maybe it uses fucking laser technology, man. It just disintegrates your sperm.
Really?
okay.
Don't want to
you
know.
have a lot of faith in technology. I guess Star Trek's a real
And
thing.
you better
Star
hope
Trek
that
is
it
a
doesn't
science
miss
fiction
aim
for
and
you.
cut off the end of your dick, man. You know,
Well,
that
yeah.
could suck, man. While you're getting auto sucked, man, to have the end of your dick cut off because
I
the
hope we're not
self-cleaning mechanism
disinvited from
is,
doing a show.
out of whack, man.
But the Lovers Boutique, what we wanted to do was, we noticed there's only like one car in front of it, but there has to be
but
more.
there's 10 people in there. Fucking,
Yeah, there have to be there. So where they're parking, where are they parking?
You
Why
know-
can't you park? Why can't you park in front on the side?
You can.
because
No,
because they're all
you
clergy.
can.
I
You
had
can.
I had
But
Max
why
parking.
don't you?
Because all of them have clergy bumper stickers, man. They have to park around back. It's like at the nude beach.
No, I
Everybody
mean,
that backs
They
in.
get dropped off.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever a thing. I don't think in the New Testament or Old Testament they ever talked about not using implements to make a relationship.
They didn't even talk about implements,
No.
man. Back then, an implement was.
No, but it's not in the Ten
Yeah,
Commandments.
an implement
It's
was
not-
a goat.
No, but they were talking about murder.
Thou shalt not vibrate one's pussy. Thou
No, it's
shalt
about-
not vibrate one's
I've never
bunghole.
read that.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
I mean, I guess the porn is coveting
He's
someone
Catholic,
else's.
man.
He's got all
Not
sorts of
practicing,
tie-ups there.
Not practicing.
Well, if he was a practicing Catholic, he'd be a priest molesting boys somewhere. But
Not any better.
I'm sorry, a bad joke. Was it too soon?
No.
not it. It wasn't.
Not at all.
It wasn't a. No, it was not a bad joke. It's just the priesthood was such a small group of Catholics. They
Wow,
had a
was
hard
it just
time.
the ones that weren't well hung that were
No, I'm not
molesters?
talking about.
Hard time.
I'm not talking about the ones that abused them. I'm talking about the number of priests. They had a very few number of priests in the last. They had to go and get them from third world countries and stuff like that.
Bill's giving us a countdown, man.
Oh, wrap it up.
We're
Okay,
time.
so let's a Lovers Boutique.
I'm taking that as a
I want to
countdown,
thank.
man.
I want to thank. I want to thank the owners of.
Do, do, do,
I wanna-
do, do, do. Keep talking. I'm doing the background.
I
know, but-
can't. Even on Jeopardy, it's too loud.
Okay, there we go.
Alright.
I want to thank the owners of Lovers Boutique. They responded to our inquiry into doing a podcast from their location.
So
We're in
nice.
negotiations to do that. I will.
That's the
Luke
match
will
game
be
theme.
well behaved. He will not harass anybody. I promise that.
Sure.
He never harasses any. Well, he never.
Hey, I
he
am
never
definitely.
harasses
I'm
anyone.
trying
He
out a
harasses me.
vibrating butt plug. I don't give a shit. I'm trying out a vibrating butt plug
No,
while
wait.
we're recording.
You're gonna have to buy it.
Well, I'll
There's
buy
no
it,
returning
but
that
I'm
after
trying
you
it
get
out, man.
There's no
There you go.
returning.
I'm gonna
it.
get some analies, man. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see what.
I'm sorry,
you
that's
know,
not in the
hey,
budget.
They make vibrating butt
I
plugs
will
for a
pay
reason.
for
There
that.
has to be a reason
I'll split
people
it.
like
Okay,
it.
I'll split it.
I should try
No.
it out just
No.
to see.
He's
Well,
ready.
You
He's
really,
volunteering.
you
Let him do
really
it.
you're really gonna watch him do that?
Yes, hell yeah.
No, you would not. He wouldn't do it.
Oh,
You
I
wouldn't
will.
do it.
I will pay for half of that. Just
Well,
just
no,
to watch
they
it.
have the sneak a butt, like the sneak a
Luke,
toke,
do
but
not
you
back
just
yourself into a corner, man. Do
I've
not,
done it
No
before.
pun intended. You don't want. You don't want to be writing checks your butthole can't take. You know that. We will. Bill and I. I mean, I will put
Oh,
up all the
dude,
money
like
for
I said,
that.
dude, I'll pay for it,
I
man.
will put up all the money. You know what, folks? Halfway through the show, we will get.
Hey,
Luke.
matter of fact, man,
I wanna see it-
I'll try out each and every one, only within a certain radius.
I
I'm
want
not
He has a
doing this.
limit.
I'm not doing
Limit.
the king size.
I want
Luke,
to see if
Luke,
I want to see
the
if
one-
Luke's
the
eyebrows
small
will
one
cross.
You did looked kind of big, man.
What, that?
Yeah, that looked kind of big.
I'm just curious to see if Luke's eyebrows will actually cross.
What? Yeah, that looked kind of big. That looks.
They're
That-
smaller
ooh.
than the circumference of my own penis, so
Yeah, that's okay.
I figured I could accommodate anything smaller than myself.
Do you like that? Is that interesting? No, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
no.
Well,
Okay,
she's my
well,
niece,
it's
so
about
it'd be-
time to
well, we
wrap
are
things up
kinda,
here.
Well, she's not from West Virginia. I am.
No,
She
and
was
you know
born
your
in,
niece should not see your
Tidehouse.
Philippines. I was
Oh,
born in the
you're-
She
Philippines.
should-
Thank you.
The niece should not. Your niece should not know the dimensions of your
Circumference, okay.
Ins and outs.
Yeah.
Nobody
I-
wants to talk about the ins and outs of things with
Yeah.
their.
There we
Okay.
go. Okay, it's about
We're
time to
gonna
wrap
get-
this
we're
up.
gonna, we're gonna wrap
Bill's
this
like,
up.
please
now.
stop.
I want to thank Hanny. Hanny.
Thank you
Yes,
so
Annie.
much.
You're welcome.
Hanny,
it's like Annie
man.
with an H.
Hanny.
It's been a pleasure
It's also
having
my
you on,
Instagram
man.
handle.
You know the sun will come out tomorrow, Hanny.
It will.
You can bet your
Tomorrow.
bottom dollar that tomorrow.
I
There'll be
don't
songs
sing.
to sing.
This hair is black as
Yeah.
night. Nah.
It doesn't matter. We'll see that.
We can get you a
We
wig.
see Luke's niece.
You're blind then.
Or your Luke's your uncle, I guess.
He is
yeah,
my
we
uncle,
can do that
that's
because now
accurate.
you're a person in
I am.
physical, not what Kim described.
No.
And very
Bachelor's
interesting.
at 12, man.
Masters at 12.
Crazy.
You
I think I
submitted
speak
a
at
project.
least 3 or
Your
4
science
languages.
project
Yeah,
was
so
your
that's
science
what
project was
Grammy
an
told
atomic
us.
bomb.
Yeah, no, I
Just
launched a rocket, actually, NASA, that makes sense.
Yes,
No,
in the
but
lower,
Grammy didn't
in
tell
the
us
lower
that.
Earth
No,
orbit.
okay, so Grammy said, whatever Grammy says is true, so we'll go with that.
That's amazing. And well,
So right
we're
before
gonna
we left, after Irma last year, when we went over to visit Mom,
no, she's good.
so my brother Mark, Hanny's dad, and Hanny's mom, Mary Lou, my mom was giving them a rash of
hello,
shit.
Mary
And I
Lou.
heard them, they
Goodbye, heart.
took care of all this stuff. And then my mom just
Sweet
jumped
Mary
on
Lou,
Mark
I'm
and Mary
so
Lou
in
like
love with
crazy.
you.
I was like, wow, man, no, Mom. No, they already did that. They, whatever it was.
Yep.
You know, and I was like, so Kimberly doesn't see that. She's like, oh, Mom.
I can't hear you if you don't talk in the mic.
Watch Dad lose his shit, man, you know, so-
95's just getting there. It's cool.
You know, but bless your mom and dad's heart, man,
You
for
know,
living there
Luke
and being
just
right
has a
across
different
the
feeling
street,
of what
man.
time is.
We got her.
And,
We got her.
No, we're good. We still got a couple.
I know,
more.
but
Heart, man.
once the show gets real long, the
Yeah, I know.
listenership goes
We
down.
got about 45 seconds
What?
to wrap
What's
this up.
Once the show gets over 45
It's
50
time to
minutes,
wrap it up.
Starts dropping down.
Bill
Oh,
said wrap
shit.
up.
Well, then
Wrap it up.
if I don't see you before mating season, fuck y'all motherfuckers, man.
There you
There
go.
you go. Thank you, Hanny. This is Jim the Keys
You're
bartender.
welcome.
Turn over to Bill Wissinger.
Thank
you
you all
too.
so
I'm just
much.
kidding.
We do appreciate you hanging out. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We do appreciate you. We had a great time with Hanny and getting some background info on Luke and y'all up in the Carolinas. Be careful. Make your final preparations. Get your stuff done. If you didn't have your shit together by the time hurricane season starts, you can't get much more together in the next 6-12 hours. So make your decisions and go on accordingly. Hope you all ride it out really well, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you all so much.